Alongside Grant Hill, Brent Barry. I'm Brian Anderson. Also with us tonight, our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Here we go.
Yeah, this is the second and final time these teams will meet. So if they want a different outcome, they'll have to bring that extra intensity.
And maybe just more than wins and losses at stake, it could be pride. They'll be using everything in their arsenal to try and avoid the season sweep.
And here's New York now. To the middle. Here's Embiid. Rebounded by Dallas. On the wing, Caruso. Launch. Start makes his first one. Well, Brent, tonight we got a great front court matchup.
Yeah, this is a game that has to be circle. These guys are competitive, but positional that do exist. Getting across from your opponent. We've got that here tonight. Who's going to get the best of who?
Richardson's got space. Dort grabs the miss. Here's Irving. Rebound.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss. That kind of energy not wasted.
And a missed layup.
Man, I thought he was making that inside. That's some aggressive defense.
Alley from the sideline.
I briefly spoke with Tom Thibodeau, and I asked about LeBron James and how his team plans to stop him. He said, I told our guys that we can't give him any lanes to the rim, because when that happens, everything else in his game opens up. We need to plug every avenue to the basket. Guys, let's see if we're able to execute this.
Keep shooting that. Alley, thank you.
If that jumper can become a consistent option for Sarr, he's going to be a dangerous player in this league.
Screen coming. Rain that, baby.
Looking at his numbers.
Come on.
And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Eason. And so it's James with it. He brings it off to Edwards. Lou Dort's story is definitely inspirational.
This guy has worked so hard to make himself into an NBA player. But I will tell you this, BA, he's never not believed that he wasn't one. And Lugens Dort continues to make improvements, and the guys on the team love the way he approaches it.
Now here's Irving. His offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game.
Hey, yo, right here,
Clock at 6.
Yo, look at the clock, B.
New York needs to get one up quick.
And as Sarr gets older, he'll learn how to use his length even more.
First quarter of basketball. 2.5 minutes played so far. And James has got the ball here for the Mavericks.
Hey! Who got ball?
Outside Richardson. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in.
Oh, that's a needle in the haystack shot right there. You're not going to hit that
The inside. They come. The Mavericks on the break.
I'll just throw it up and it goes in.
An excellent perimeter offense so far. Really in a great rhythm.
And now the Mavs on the run.
I like to see Richardson up there and finishing strong.
Here we go.
Knicks trail by 9. Here's
Ball coming.
He's scoreless.
Switch.
Pass to Dort. Takes the pass. Push it out.
You know you're doing something right when you find yourself up double digits in the first period.
Well, dominant so far. That's the responsibility of the starters. Now let's see if everybody else who plays in this game makes the same kind of high-level contribution.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Dallas?
So far, they've had a lot of success off fast break plays, and they'll probably continue to push the tempo as much as possible.
They've really attacked off of the turnovers, so leaking out and capitalizing on fast break stuff.
Gets the 3 to fall.
Defensively, their effort hasn't been great early on.
Right here.
41 seconds left to play in the first. Just 5 to shoot. From deep. Good work defensively by Caruso.
You could see he wanted to get him back. Sadly, he couldn't capitalize from outside the arc.
Here's Sarr. Up and in on the layup. Sarr's got 5 now.
Again, I mean, just weak fast break defense.
The Mavericks pull it in. Now here's Ball. Taking a look at his production, averaging just over 8 points a game. Richardson for 3. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks liking their chances, ending the quarter with a 15-point lead. They're getting 20. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. Well, guys, we've seen a confident-looking Mavericks team out there.
Oh, what a first quarter. You love their willingness to make the extra pass.
So much selfish play out there. The coaching staff has to be thrilled with that.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
LaMelo Ball is such an instinctive playmaker. Talking about his approach, he said, "I'm just making it up. I see someone, I throw it, whatever comes to mind." Brian, the way he sees the game, box office attraction.
I like it. It's that new school flair with a game that harkens back to some of the greats. He's special to watch out. And given LaMelo Ball is 6'7", how does this give him an advantage at his position, Grant?
Well, B.A., he's able to score on smaller guards, as well as see over them and find his teammates. His height and quick decision-making are real weapons.
Hey, that's your shot. Keep shooting.
Artest got his second bucket on the night.
He drops yet another dive, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
And out of bounds, the Mavericks will take it.
Checking in for the Mavericks, Mitchell Robinson.
Quarter number 2, with just over a minute of play. Ball with it. Taking a look at his production. Average averaging just over 8 points a game.
First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution for your Knicks.
Come to me, come to me.
Derek Jones.
And here's ball. On the wing, Richardson jacks up a three. That bucket makes him 3 for 5.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Knicks trail by 21. Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Get it!
Can't get it to go. And Dallas with possession.
Come get it.
Good momentum, 8 straight points.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Outside Giddey.
Hey, yo, right here. Come on.
The other team just looks more in sync and is riding the momentum.
And they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going.
And what's working here, each guy is able to make the next pass.
Nice shot by Finney-Smith.
Mavericks lead.
And as the perimeter game took over, it seemed that the dominant big man went away a bit. Instead, the bigs just got more skilled, Brent.
Well, BA, dominant big men are really hard to come by. So when you do get one, there tends to be a lean. But yes, it's been about the skill of the big over the past few years, along with the game transitioning to the three-point line and picking up the pace. There'll be another big man out there who changes the game back to the low block, BA.
Right wing. Here's our test. Big finish by Robinson.
Mitchell Robinson, one of those guys who you could be blocking out, but it's just not enough with that length.
Stolen by Ball. And up the court they come. The Mavericks on the break. Really left him alone that time. Artest's got 12 points in the game.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense is very frustrated right now.
The lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup.
Not afraid to try his luck down there, Giddey on the interior.
Pass to Artest. Back to Ball. Here's Artest. Defended by Jones. Fires the three. Offensive rebound. Here's Artest. Here's Ball.
You can't play with me.
Down.
And look at Ball take off. Love seeing him use his athleticism to slam it home.
From deep Giddey. It's good on the putback. Jones has got his first 2 points.
Mavericks lead.
Great effort to turn the miss into 2 points.
Yes, sir. Those are the hustle points. Now Ball. 7 points in the game. Pass to Artest. Yes, sir. And it's Ball with the assist that time. Artest's got 12 points now in the quarter. Hey! Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Launches a three. Dallas hits again from deep.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
That's good from Jones.
At the line, 2 shots.
No good on the second free throw. Robinson's defense is always a factor, Brent. And lately, he's done a good job of staying on the floor.
NBA fouls have been an issue for Robinson, but the thing that he really needs to learn is it's not about blocking shots. It's about being in great position with your body and being more of a deterrent so he can stay on the floor to be more impactful.
Mavericks lead 51.
And there's the screen. Pass to Caruso. Down low. Robinson. Big finish by Robinson.
Well, he's just too big and too athletic to be given that kind of position. Mitchell Robinson, an easy deuce.
Stewart, left side. Three-pointer off the mark. Murray from outside. And the Mavericks, another three.
3-point goal.
Outside Finney-Smith. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good.
First half with a score.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks Don't see too many 39-point leads in the NBA. Incredible. And they've been shooting the lights out from the arc. All those threes have this poised for a blowout. Back to the game after this break. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for each team. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead.
Giddy setting the pick up, on the defender to the roller, and then opening to shoot.
Ball outside. To the paint. Czar misses. And Giddy has got the ball here for New York. Next up on the schedule, the Clippers. That'll be a home game. It's game 3 of a trifecta at home.
That's impressive stuff from Giddy, just getting on the interior part of the defense.
Ball outside. Here's the team drive, and that one's good. Ball's got 9.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but it's important to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
The Mavericks making a switch here.
Substitution.
And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. Hits a three-pointer. So Dort's got his first 3 points of the game.
Excellent execution coming out of the break. They've taken 3 shots and made 3 shots.
Pass to James.
New York foul. Black. First personal foul. First team foul.
There's James. Giving them some good production. Putting up just around 16.5 points a game. Dort with it. Checked by Washington. No good.
And after burying 3 straight shot opportunities, finally a miss there. Still feeling the momentum, though.
Well, Grant, one thing about this Knicks team, they have a clear identity.
Yeah, they have the mentality of their city, New York City. Playing the game with passion and in-your-face attitude. And, of course, these Knicks have it all out on the floor.
6 on the shot clock. Here's the break. Here's Sarr. Big dunk at the end of the break.
The Frenchman, s'il vous plaît. Taking flight. You gotta like Sarr.
Embiid from outside. Knocks down the long J. Embiid's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Mavericks lead 60.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Here's James. Eason pulls it in. James deciding where to go with it. And there's the call on Tari Eason. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
And the Mavericks making a change here.
Checking in for the Mavericks. Artest.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here.
2 minutes.
Pass to Artest.
2 minutes.
Tries a 10-footer. Again, the miss by Dallas. And here's New York now. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Here's Black. Just 4 to shoot. Back to Irving. From the arc. Washington grabs the miss. So it's the Mavericks now. Pass to Sarr. For 3. The shot's good on the assist by James. Sarr's got 10 points in the game.
Yeah, still a developing part of Sarr's game, but he looked confident with that triple.
Here's Embiid. It's deflected. And now the Mavs on the run. James outside. Pass to the guard. And there's the call on Tari Eason. That'll be a second foul of the game.
There's no foul. Third team foul.
There's 45 seconds left in the third quarter. Well, Grant, even though it looks like LeBron could play forever, he stated that he doesn't have much time left.
Well, it's unbelievable that he's sustained this level of excellence for as long as he has. I would be surprised if we see this type of longevity ever again.
And it feels like there's been a crossover where basketball fans over the past 2 seasons are really appreciating the longevity and greatness of LeBron James.
And it's Giddey missing.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
On the wing, Murray. This one for 3. The shot, no good. And here's New York now. Here's Finney Smith. And the 3 off target. Washington outside. Driving inside. Washington powers it through.
So good at reading the defenses, and James anticipating when they overcommitted.
From deep, Giddey. It's hauled in by Robinson. Derek Jones with the foul. That's his first foul of the game. We're in the bonus now, and they'll go to the line.
He's such a good free throw shooter. You don't want to foul him unless it's absolutely necessary.
And he's good on the second. Outside Giddey. Up in time. No good on the buzzer beater. At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead. This one may have already been the
Mavericks, 68.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And it's full through the ball for the Mavs. And a vital mission for the NBA, mental health. Commissioner Silver has said it's the most important issue for the league.
And I applaud Adam for those comments he's made about it. I mean, the season is so difficult. It can really take a toll on your mind. So it's great the league is trying to help players out through this.
Here's our test. And he goes in for the dunk.
Come on now, guys. That's flat out insane.
Hey, when's the last time you saw a jam like that? Stewart gets rebounded by Dallas.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
Outside Robinson. And it's Fultz off the draw. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for Dallas.
What a performance from beyond the arc in this game. They stuck to their guns, and it's paid off all game.
Something else I've seen from them in this game is just how quick they are to capitalize on a turnover. I mean, they're pouncing on that stuff. You got to be careful when you're handling the ball around them.
And guys, this is why coaches value playing with pace.
Kind of get a team defensively on their heels, and if you can keep pushing and attacking, they'd never find some kind of defensive balance to help slow you down.
The officials were right on top.
First free throw is good.
At the line, 2 shots.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 out of 2 at the line. Grant, some rookies coming to the league. Come on! You've lived through that. How does it affect a young player?
Well, BA, it can be overwhelming, and certainly it's a lot to endure. You're the focus of so much attention, and there are so many expectations. And with all the media these days, it's even more magnified and intense. They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Artest can't get it to go.
Yeah, he's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
And here's Caruso outside. And New York with a rebound. Well, Brendan, a players' league. You think there's a point at which players have too much say?
Well, I don't know, BA. I think it's always a fine line between what it is that both management and ownership is trying to do. This is entertainment after all. But you got to lean into the players. You got to lean into their personalities. And as long as there's a respect for both of those areas, the league and the game will continue to grow.
A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. That one goes in.
No.
And their biggest problem so far, taking care of the ball.
Yeah, they've made some great plays, but way too many turnovers.
That's another just bad decision on a night full of those. The shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
There's no debate there.
That one's off.
At the line. 2 shots.
And he sinks the second. We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in. Here's Black. Pass to Irving. To the lane, right side. New York again, can't hit.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the ball.
And count it. The shot is good, and he'll go to the line.
And when you've got your opponent down, you don't want to take your foot off the pedal.
This is what great players try to do. They're not allowing the opposition to gain any kind of hope to try and get back in the game.
Here in the fourth quarter, outside Eason. The steal.
Let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Mavericks.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
BA, it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And for the year, this will give them win number 17.
And even though this season series was only 2 games, a still a sweep. Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Mavericks lead.
And Dallas with possession.
31.
They're on a 17-3 run. The layup falls.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
Right, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way.
Embiid. Out of bounds. Dallas will have it.
For the Mavericks, number 1, LaMelo Ball.
And here's Ball. They'll bring it up to the Dallas Mavericks. They played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points.
Yeah, inside Ball has to rely on his agility. That's how he finds his way to close-range looks.
And there's a pick. Here's Irving.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
And so it's the Mavericks taking care of business in this one. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.